I'm laughing because Tux is meowing on one side of the door and Stripe's meowing on this side of the door. Good morning, everyone. Stripe gets a free pass past Tux on the stairs when I have the food. The only thing Tux cares about right now is the food. It's 60 degrees out here already. It's gorgeous. Hi, Morris. Good morning, buddy. Good morning, Morris. Good morning. Come here, Mart. Mart. I've decided I'm not moving this little riser thing. If it gets chewed up, it gets chewed up. So far, nobody seems to bother it. So far, I haven't had any ants in it. I see Stripes waiting over there at the end of the boardwalk. Are we walking this morning, Mom? Are we walking? It's pretty nice out here. You can really see. I had that one picture in yesterday's video, but you can really see the leaves on that maple tree are coming out. Popping through, baby, popping through. The two hawks are right here. Okay, so the holly trees, just where that green is, the two hawks are in that tree. I guess I need to go look at that tree because I swear they came up in there with a lizard. I think it's too early for the babies to be born, but maybe not. Maybe not. Remember, they only have one brood a year. Build the nest in February, babies leave the nest in June. I have Marty and Stripe over here with me. We're putting out lavender. I'm going to go check out that tree. I wonder if they could just be in that tree. Well, both parents, I would say, are up in the tree. One just flew. I don't see a nest. I saw one had what looked like a lizard in its mouth when it flew into the tree. So I would say they're eating. You know, that tree's certainly big enough to support a nest, but there's no nest in that tree. The one parent is still up there. You might can see the 5 hooks and sachets I put out this morning. They're by all the little camellias. Guess there was 6 actually. I would on this one if I had a big one, but I don't. I mean another hook, but I don't. Come on, Mart. No kitty left behind. Probably if I walk this way, it's more of a chance he'll pick up with me. Stripe has already picked up. Headed back toward the house. All right, I'm finishing up my morning feed and water every critter in the yard time. All the kitties are in the backyard, have followed me up. So that's always a relief. Don't leave any kitties behind out there. Good morning, Gray. Hi. There you go. Come here. Hi. Oh, my fingers are going to smell a little bit like lavender even though I washed my hands twice. And oil just, you know, it's hard to get off. Hi, baby girl. Johnny's coming back today because we're taking him back to school tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time when he gets here. And he'll be here overnight tonight. So Beach Bluff County Park opened this week. Don actually drove through it because he got rerouted due to an accident yesterday coming back from the landfill. And it's basically a half-a-mile walking distance to where I used to live in Willow Spring. I used to walk the logging road, which is in the back east corner of the park now. Anyway, that's where we're headed to check it out today. All right, well, first off, we're going to star it because this is not going to be the last time we go there. So Don can find it easily with FSD. And there we go. This is, you know, within 3 miles, 4 miles of Michelle's house at the most. It's just right there near Porter's Ice Cream. So it says 10 miles, 18 minutes. Let's go.
Oh, I'm going to go around the pothole.
Yeah, sure. So Rocco is talking about lots of goodness on the latest release. Yep, she needs to go. She's just pulling out like she's got all effing year. I'm sure the guy in the pickup truck thinks we were grannies. Grandpa over here driving.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing wrong with pulling out there. It's the speed at which she carefully pulled out that I believe was the issue.
She is doing technically the speed limit through here.
Yeah, 35. Right, I'm sure that's true. Nobody wants to go 35 through here.
He's hanging back anyway, so I guess that's good.
Little close on the curve there.
Oh no, I was just thinking about several things. Yeah, she's doing all right. The trash. Did you not see all the trash? Cardboard boxes. I mean, the people, they don't even try to get it to the landfill anymore. They just drive down the road. I think they put it on the top of their car on purpose, so when they drive down the road, it, you know, whichever way it falls off is okay by them.
Right, I'm with you, Nani. I didn't see it because I was filming and concentrating on something else. So we're probably gonna, well, maybe, I don't know. We were gonna walk the road and pick up trash today, and then the park was exciting, so we're going to the park.
Right.
Well, you know, it'll still, trust me, there's only a couple other people we've ever seen pick up trash over there, and it's likely to still be there.
Yeah,
so
it ain't going nowhere. Right,
it's probably not going anywhere. And we could pick it up today.
Now, yeah, this is always very stressful. This is, you know, these people pop over the hill. There's obviously these silly banners these people put up.
Yeah, the church is not using their thought process there on where they put that banner.
All right, so she should go. And she did. She did.
Nope.
Perfect. I'm telling you, that was perfect. There was perfect.
I have no trouble with the problems with the church banner, but it's just in the way.
Well, she didn't edge forward into the making that silly. Scares me to death when she pulls forward. I mean, I know the person coming gets really, because that's not a human nature. You know, when a car is 100 feet away, you don't pull forward like this lady's doing. You know, that's not what you do if you want to reduce people's stress. So if you're into...
She has a green arrow there.
Yeah.
It was a red light, but a green arrow.
Right. Anyway. So I was very pleased with it. She didn't scare me that time at either places. The right turn was okay because she didn't actually stop, but there's nothing wrong with having a second to take a second to double check, you know, everything's good. So I'm okay with that. But
plum trees, pink. Yeah, I titled today's video "Spring Has Sprung" because it's really sort of true. All the early stuff is out. I'll make sure to film when, well, she's probably not gonna, she gonna take us that way?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, is she gonna have us turn on Holland? Wow, okay.
Yeah, well, it's because the traffic through town, you know, this is, there's a lot of people out right now. You can see the yellow up here.
Yeah.
The red or whatever that is.
Orange.
Yeah, well.
Yellow. Orange.
Well, this is new. She's not showed those yellow lines before. Those are, oh, yeah, she's gonna go, it's gonna be interesting to see what she does. Is she actually gonna go all the way to 55?
I think she's gonna go to 55 and turn left onto 55 and then right onto 42 if I had to guess.
No,
but she also could take Kennebec over.
Right.
Which is not a road we regularly travel on, but it comes out in Willow Spring proper on 42. And like Don said, surely in this case, she's avoiding through town traffic. Now on the way home, we're going to navigate the Harris Teeter, so she'll have to come through town. But right now we don't care.
Right. Everything up that if we would have continued on into Fuquay, even the way that we kind of bail out early, there's still a fair amount of traffic. Saturdays are very busy. Saturday early afternoons.
Yep, but I think we're going to get to make your favorite. Let me cross back over here and look. I think Yep, she's gonna turn left onto 55, Donnie, and you're not even headed to the Greenway.
Oh, God. Well, I was bragging on her, so we'll see.
Right, well, you're on 12.6.4 now, I believe. Let's see here. 33,600 something miles, in case anybody's wondering lately. The mileage is bumping up. 12.64, yeah.
All right.
And that's 2025.2.8. Jules and Ruby are both on the same release now. Whoops. All right. But yeah, then we come on Holland Road. We get to test the 4-way stop sign, and we get to test the dawn left turn.
Yeah. And there's nobody behind me, so I can let her do what she wants here at the 4-way stop.
He's making you go. Well, the car will go when she's ready to go, Bubba. I guess he signaled you to go and wanted to know why you didn't go.
Well, it's because I didn't.
Because she's not doing a good job here.
She's doing a terrible job.
You got to have some...
I had to do her because there's a line of traffic.
Yeah, that was a fail. That was a not following. That was the other car was obviously... They weren't moving. They weren't edging. They shouldn't have been making the car nervous. Yeah, that was... We've seen her handle that well other times.
I saw the guy flash his lights, but I would tell you it wasn't that noticeable because of the sun in the angles of the headlights. It wasn't really that bright of a thing, but I didn't expect her to see that. But I don't, technically I was in the right because the person to the right, when you arrive at a stop sign at the same time, I believe the rule is the person to the right goes.
That sign there is implying that the Wake County bond from 2018 was what they used to build this park. We know the Fuquay bond in last year's election for parks did not pass, but county versus city is totally different. There's a nice observation deck. Maybe it goes down to the trail in that direction. We're going to check out the bathroom facilities and the inside of the building. To be clear, there are several buildings here that look pretty much just like this one. Same siding, same windows and stuff. So, but this one is the visitor center one. Yeah, so none of these trails are super long. There's 0.5, 0.3, 0.5. I think you'd have problem getting very far on the trails, even maybe if you do all of them. But I definitely want to... Where are we, Donnie?
It says we're right up. We're at the Park Center. Park Center.
Right, we're here.
We just
yeah. I want to do 2 and all the way down to the bluffs. My house was about here in the neighborhood that's adjacent, and I'm familiar with this at the end of the coldest. Basically, the houses in the neighborhood are here, and then this is all forest.
Right, well, this is the park where we just parked. We just came down this little sidewalk, across the bridge right there, and we're by the restrooms. So we're going out the way these people are going. There's a bridge and a little I saw it. You said there was an overlook. That's the thing they're talking about.
Yeah, and so there's restrooms, picnic shelter, picnic area, playground, exhibit, interpretive trail, open play, and an art sculpture here. Here's where the art is, so we'll have to try to see whatever that is before we go. Muscadine grape wine is what you would find in Wake County. If somebody were going to plant grapes and make wine, it would be muscadine. John Adams owned part of this land and part of the land right across the street where those houses are, and they grew muscadine grapes there and they made wine. So, and I guess without going into the visitor center, here's the restrooms. So we came just out of the restrooms and we're on the back side of the visitor center building, and you can see there's some very non-primitive trails here with overlooks and things, and I don't know if it's paved the whole way out to the bluff or not. Let's find out. There we are, Donnie. So all the windows here are anti-glare, don't allow birds to run into it. They have these dots in the glass. Maybe you can see. It's kind of cool.
That's the hope.
Oh, come on, Don. Yeah, well, you know, we got houses in that community across from us, where the glass from one house is literally warping, melting, catching on fire. The siding on the houses beside it. So, yeah, sometimes we think things are better and then they end up being worse because, well, we go with assumptions. Huh.
Well, let's put it this way. If it was straight glass, it would be bad. We know that. So maybe that'll help. Optimistic.
Right. So this is Beech Bluff County Park. Beech, B-E-E-C-H, as in the beech tree. There are lots of beech trees in this woodland area, this section, and a lot of them have initials carved into them by people that lived here 100, 200 years ago, including the Adams family. So I don't remember if they were really related to the president or not, but John Quincy Adams was the name of the patriarch over here that had farming and such. And there is obviously a playground in that direction, and some kids are having a really great time over there. This reminds me a little bit of the bridge at Johnny's school that goes between the Student Union and Lynch Hall.
Yeah, pretty serious height.
Yeah, this is Middle Creek. Some of this is Middle Creek, and I think some of it's Black Creek. When Hurricane Fran came through in '96, oh my goodness, with 10 inches of rain, back over here all about around the neighborhood, it was booking.
Well, that was like 30 years ago.
Some days it seems like yesterday, though. It was very scary. I guess I have to wonder why they didn't put any benches or anything. I mean, it's nice you can walk out and observe, but like, why can't you come have a picnic lunch here? Why couldn't we put a couple of tables with an umbrella? Or, I mean, there's just nothing here. There's not a trash can. There's not a park bench. There's not a table to have lunch.
I think this is governed for the school kids, not the other people who would use the park. This thing's going to be a big tour stop for school, and they don't want the kids sitting down.
Field trips, yeah.
Field trips.
Right. Well, they got the picnic shelters where they could have lunch in a large group, but I think adults that walk want to have.
Yeah, I would think that they could have built a bench or two in. That's right.
Well, there's nothing precluding them from coming back and adding some benches. This composite will allow you to drill through it and put a bolt. So, but so the short answer is not all paved, which is good. I wouldn't want that even.
Oh, it's a walking trail.
Yeah. So you're going to run it. There's the markers for trail green and trail red.
I think we want the green one.
Well, we wanted to take red to green, but we want green out to the bluffs. Yeah. So this is Longleaf Loop coming up here. Yeah, it would be interesting to me to come in from the old house, the path that I know, and see exactly where the park does butt up to the neighborhood.
You're assuming there's an entrance.
No, I don't think there's an entrance at all. I just know how to get there. No. I don't think they connected it up at all, but we'll see. I need to get out Pokemon Go and see if anybody's created any Pokestops yet. We're going to need lots of Pokestops out here. It's Community Day, but that doesn't start until 2. Well, there's no Pokemon assistance out here at all. The trails aren't on the field of play. There's no Pokestops. There's no Pokemon. There's basically nothing. But I know people will come out here and handle that. So if you just want to do the red loop, I believe it's trying to tell you to go to the right. I see red on that next post. If you want to head to the bluffs, it's this way. And thank God for some trail in the shade. I mean, because that is just going to be a lot of in the sun in the summertime, and who wants that? Yeah, you'd almost have to run to get to the forested area. Don said he wonders how this is all going to hold up once we have leaves in the fall and rain, I guess, to come and wash the rocks around. These are not big stones. They're very foot comfortable, but not stationary maybe. There's the creek running through here, and I was telling Dawn, the last house in the neighborhood cul-de-sac is basically right there. Friends of mine are there. We'll drive down Water Oak Drive and get a view on the way out. There you can see the creek through the woods. We're up on the platform. The main body of water I showed you a minute ago was kind of in this direction. I can see a little rapids through here. See? So the overlook's nice, but in the summertime you won't be able to see anything, and right now you can't even see a lot. And here's a beech tree. A very tall beech tree. And there are a few benches out here. I had to walk closer. You can see there's gun holes, shots in that tree down there. I'm sure there's people obviously that walk down to the bottom down there.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a trail here.
I know they thought the overlook, but you know, people are gonna walk. I pulled, what, 10 pieces of privet?
Yeah.
Coming down the hill, because it won't take too long before this area gets covered in privet. Hopefully not, but I'm not positive on it. Well, hopefully I didn't come into contact with any poison ivy, but Dawn and I pulled out 50 pieces between us.
Yeah, I would say that's probably a good guess.
Yeah. And that's just in one small little patch. Okay. Dawn says we came the other way, go this way.
I saw on the map it was a big loop.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they came by and did the trail, and then they came by and put the red clay down to level it out, cover up the tree roots and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't notice it till Don said something, but he's right. If this was just normal trail, there'd be all these tree roots like we had down at Raven Rock. But this is very smooth, and it seemed wrong to me that there was this much red clay here, based on the fact that I didn't really have red clay in my yard, my Willow Spring yard. So yeah, I think Don's right. I think he has correctly assessed the situation. We're taking all the little loops off to the side of the gravel right now. We've been on red and green are the gravel, and blue and yellow so far, 3 and 4, have been these little offshoot trails.
I started my watch at the visitor center, and then we've gone 1.05 miles.
A little over 1 mile so far, okay. So one of us started our watch a little later, but oh well. See, right here, they didn't lay the red. This is more the color of the dirt over here. But then, right, and there's roots. And then up here you can see where they did stuff to the trail again. So everywhere out there in the woods where you see those beigeish tan leaves still on the trees, those are beech trees. And Trail 4 overlooks some water down there.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can see it.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, this has been my favorite little trail right here, number 4.
Hey, it's kind of like a house in the horseshoe location. Yeah, we don't want any part of crossing this field in July or August, and not unless they're going to plant sunflowers.
Yeah.
They're going to plant sunflowers, all come out here, and the houses on Water Road really are just where those trees are over there. We came up that side and we're going back this side. I told Don I need a map of his walk. We're just under 2 miles now because we took all those little offshoots, which were really the thing to do, right? The gravel walk was sort of boring, but the offshoot walks were nice. So we didn't do 5, and we took the short 6, not the long 6. So next time we'll make sure to do those 2, but we did all of 2, all of 1, all of 4, and all of 3.
Yeah, this right here isn't likely for us to take it because that's all out in the sun.
Yeah, ain't no way.
Yeah, we'll wait till next winter.
Here's the playground, and the visitor center's like straight ahead that way. Woo, spongy. Spongy. Yeah, there's the trail up there ahead of us, the entranceway where, you know, there's just a lot of sun, and who wants to do that? And over here behind the visitor center, so where we went out and went to the right, if we went out and went to the left, that's where 5 is. At this point, we're just heading to the car. Don says we've got 2.3?
2.3.
Okay, miles.
That doesn't include from the parking lot to the back side of the visitor.
Okay.
Because I didn't start until we got to the trail on the back side of the
Okay, so we can easily do 2.5 miles here. Oh, somehow I didn't record that. We've gone nearly 2.5 miles.
Yeah, 2.32.
Okay.
Right. Well, plus the distance from the visitor center to the trailhead, I wasn't measuring that.
And 5 is out and to the left. That's why we missed 5. And then you can see there's area up in here that a trail goes all the way around, but who wants to be out in the sun?
Yeah, it's
not
us.
us.
That's really asphalt paved, but God, that's going to be baking in the sun.
It was a great day for a walk. No complaints. And no, Don is next to the handicap spot, not in the handicap spot. We just left the parking lot, and Don's going to take us down Water Oak Drive. So
that thing we've been seeing all along is their maintenance facility. We've been driving by here for last couple years, and that was there. But that's the maintenance facility. That's, you can see easily. The actual park part you can't see from the road.
Not really. Yeah, the neighborhood has no turn lane, and you have to make sure the people coming down 42 aren't going to hit you. Don was watching. They were coming pretty fast there for a minute. So that logging road basically was parallel to this Water Oak Drive here. And I don't know, how many houses you think are in here?
Oh, I don't know.
60, 70?
Yeah, 60, 70, yeah. That's probably not a bad guess. Because this road is really long.
Yeah, right. It goes all the way down to the bluffs. So we walked basically this length of road.
Yeah, because I used to be able to run and get my 3-mile run in, and I didn't have to come up here. I would go over to Barber Bridge Road from your house and go down by Faith's house and, you know, all that, that loop that way. And that was 3 miles.
So there's a little road that I saw, because I know one of the easy ways to get over to the logging road was straight through the driveway of the log cabin house, and I was friendly with those people, so that was never a problem. Here's the neighborhood well. There's always kids on bikes and scooters, and oh, look at this house with the solar. I spent a lot of time in that house, but the people I was friendly with, they're not there anymore. I still keep in touch with the family that lives in this house. And here I'm going to unplug. Here's my house, which is turned into a farmyard. They have all kinds of farm animals now. Wow, my one camellia there in the front yard, Donnie, it's still hanging in there, the big southern magnolia. I had everything painted nice wedgewood. These people didn't like blue. No comment.
As long as I didn't have to paint, it's all right.
Right. Well, we hired somebody to paint the outside when we sold it. And we repainted it wedgewood blue. Oh, they're putting a nice renovation onto the back of that house, a porch. Not all, most of the houses in this neighborhood did not start out with garages. They were nice sized houses, but they didn't have a garage. So a lot of them, just go straight. A lot of them had, you know, came back in and added, like this is a nice house, but there's no garage. This was a Parade of Homes house, so it had everything, including like gold Collier faucets. Crazy stuff in the bathrooms. But Betty was really nice and she let us come party at her house, so that was good. Yeah. So this is the family I was friendly with. They've lived here the whole, since 93 when I moved in, they were basically lived there too. They got always have boxers of some sort hanging out. Then this here is the house in the woods pretty far that looks over the bluffs, and they, they just didn't say hi. We didn't even know their names. They were so remote back there.
Yeah, I used to come down here, and this is where I would spin around.
Yeah, we would always spin around down here. Wow, they really took everything out of in front of that house, but God, there's so much English ivy there. I'm just not an English ivy fan. Oh, look, they've got something going on in the front yard. You can see more of the house now than you used to be able to see.
Yeah.
Huh. No clue if it's the same family. But they're basically looking down on the bluffs. They can probably hear and see the people in the park.
Yeah. The sound carries.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, well, that's the neighborhood. So you can see all my camellias. There's a red one, a pink, a red, keep going, another red, another red. I mean, I had camellias all over the yard. Yep.
Well, it's been a year ago, October, when we went to the time of use with the discount period starting at 1 a.m. in the morning. And so I added this switch here that basically allows the dryer to turn on via Alexa control at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then it starts the dryer. So I'm turning that off because there's another problem that's come up, and it's probably not. Yeah, of course, when you make videos, it works perfectly. Yeah, this is always the case. So yeah, it's working perfectly now. Anyway, this is I gotta take it goes crazy. The lights start running. These lights flicker here. It's nothing to do with this. This can be on or off, and it still does it. And it's just for whatever reason now. Of course, I'm trying to show the error, of course, and it's working, which is always the way it happens. But tonight when I try to turn it on and try to do a load of it won't work. But I'm gonna have to take everything off the dryer and pull the. I think that what I'm trying to say is I think this switch right here is where the problem is. Although maybe it's working so good now, maybe I'll just wait till next week.
Floor tiles came in to finish the first floor. I've installed them. I decided I'm going to make the floor the same color over here in the art area where they have the easels. I think I have enough. I'm going to double check before I start laying them down. I've got the floor for the third floor tiled. I got to find a missing pink piece for here. You can see the really cute brushes and easels. I don't have another sticker for that one. That's okay. It's a still life over here in the corner, but they're painting it into a bridge. I know. And it's coming along nice. I've got the 2 windows installed on the front. Each one of these is a different color because that's the way the original Friends building had it. I'm still going back and forth with whether I truly like that or not. I probably do. And I don't know. It's coming along the stairs. It's coming along nice. Marty, don't be mean. Marty. Bossy Marty. We love you anyway, but you're bossy. Yes, you. Johnny's home now. Sam drove them back and spent some time with us in Tux. And we're having fajitas, whatever you want to call it, teriyaki kebabs and stuff.